You just wrapped up a 3-hour shoot for your latest long-form video. You hit stop, wipe the sweat off your forehead, open your laptop, and immediately think, great, now the real work begins. But what if it didn't have to start there? What if the moments that actually matter, the ones that make people laugh or gasp, were already being chopped out, captioned, and queued for posting across your socials the second you stopped recording? Not the full resolution monster file you just shot, but smart, bite-sized edits ready to go. Welcome to the kind of workflow that makes you wonder why anyone still edits the old way. Alright, let me walk you through this like I'm showing you my desktop while we casually sip a coffee. You're shooting in the field, maybe a live stream, a podcast, or a cooking demo, juggling camera batteries and 2 coffees and a distracted dog. Normally, after this day, you lug everything home, dump files to a drive, and wait for imports to finish. Then you slog through hours of footage in your non-linear editor, trying desperately to spot those viral moments. After all that, you export a dozen different aspect ratios, make all the captions, and finally schedule your posts. It takes forever, and by the time you're done, you've completely lost all of that precious initial momentum. With this tool, the entire pipeline flips as soon as you upload that long video to your workspace or connect your existing cloud storage. The AI immediately goes to work analyzing the whole video, scene by scene, using audio and visual signals combined. It intelligently zooms in on spikes, laughter, applause, energetic movements, hooky phrases, or big reveals, flagging candidate clips that actually have engagement potential. Think of it as having your own personal highlight hunter that never, ever needs to sleep. Now here's the part where people really start to get excited. This system doesn't just hand you a messy folder full of random 10-second clips. It ranks those clips by a calculated virality score, groups them by theme, and even suggests the perfect hooks and captions that match the moment. So instead of spending an hour scrolling a long timeline just to find that one good take, you get a curated set of ready-to-post clips immediately. You can quickly preview everything, tweak the start and end points with a simple slider, toggle captions on or off, and choose the exact aspect ratio for every platform. That's the core auto-editing magic happening right before your eyes. But wait, there is genuinely more to this powerful workflow. Remember how scheduling social posts can feel like its own full-time job? This tool's auto-schedule feature removes that entire headache by learning your audience. You just pick your desired posting frequency, like 3 clips a week on one platform and 1 per day on another, and the AI fills the calendar for you. It bases this on your channel's past engagement patterns, spacing content out intelligently so you stay consistent without being obnoxious. Of course, you can always override the schedule, move a clip around, or pause everything if you spot a better moment to post. But most creators I know just set the schedule and forget it, allowing them to get straight back to making great content. Speaking of calendars, the content calendar view is where the entire strategy truly comes together in one place. You can drag and drop clips to rearrange, tag pieces with specific campaign names, and assign draft captions all in a single visual screen. You can invite teammates, editors, social managers, or anyone else, and give them varying levels of permission to jump in. Meanwhile, every single clip carries rich metadata, the source video, the original timestamp, suggested hashtags, and even performance predictions. So, if you ever need to find that specific clip where you roasted a terrible idea or a guest dropped a golden one-liner, it's instantly searchable. Now I know what you might be thinking. Isn't this just another generic cloud editor? There are tools out there that have tried to solve small parts of this problem before. Take the big professional-grade suites. Yes, they offer cloud projects and storage, which are fantastic for teams editing massive raw files. But those platforms are heavy. They expect you to be a high-level editor, and their cloud pricing is built for entire facilities, not individual creators. You end up paying for features you never touch and wrestling with projects that were never meant to be a daily content machine. Other clip-based tools will auto-cut videos but then lock you into clumsy exports or force you to manually schedule everything across every single platform. Some services even nickel and dime you for every single export, or they make you fiddle with awkward templates that look just like everyone else's content. This tool finds the sweet spot for the creator who needs both serious speed and complete creative control. It delivers fast, smart automated edits, plus the ability to refine and brand every clip before it ever hits your feed. Let me give you a quick play-by-play demo so you can actually see how natural this entire feeling is. Start a new workspace in the platform, naming your project something intuitive like Road Trip Episode 3 or Deep Dive with Alex. Next, upload your raw 45-minute file or simply link to the drive where your editor just dumped it. The system will instantly parse everything, running audio transcription, scene changes, and speaker detection. Within just a few minutes, you'll have an entire page of suggested ready-to-go clips waiting for you. They show you a thumbnail, a snappy one-line summary of why they are interesting, and even a suggested caption. You click one, trim it a little if you want, choose your platform's aspect ratio, toggle the auto captions on, and select the thumbnail. Then you either export it directly or better yet, add it straight into the scheduler. What's great is that you absolutely do not need to be precise with the initial cuts. The AI handles a lot of the heavy lifting on the caption timing and the final trimming automatically, but if you want to get fancy, there are quick templates for intro stings, lower thirds with your brand, or consistent color overlay. These styling options are optional and lightweight, unlike rigid template engines that look the same as everyone else's uploads. Collaboration is genuinely slick as well. Imagine your editor sitting in another city who can upload a batch, leave time-stamped comments, and tag moments they think will work as ads. Your social manager can then review the scheduled calendar, tweak the captions to match current trends, and approve everything before it ever posts live. The system keeps a full version history, so you can always roll back to an earlier caption or swap out a different thumbnail if performance starts to dip. Let's be totally real about the actual cost structure here. Those pro-grade cloud editing platforms often come with enterprise price tags or confusing tiers that just don't make sense for the working creator. Some services nickel and dime you for every export, while others force you into per-seat licensing that balloons the moment your team grows even slightly. This tool is specifically designed for actual creators and small teams with pricing that scales affordably. It includes unlimited clip generation up to fair use limits, smart scheduling, and native publishing integrations, so you never pay extra to push a clip to TikTok or Instagram. Also, because this focuses on derived clips rather than storing monstrous raw masters forever, your cloud storage needs become much friendlier. You can keep your originals if you want, but you absolutely don't have to pay premium cloud bills for hours of untouched footage sitting there. Now, a quick note about those camera-to-cloud workflows. Some tools boast direct uploads, which is undeniably neat for high-end production. The issue is they assume a full, complex post-pipeline involving color grading and multicam sync, which is total overkill for daily clip production. This platform plays nicely with those systems. You link the cloud storage where your camera dumps its files, and as soon as the master file lands, analysis begins. So whether your footage comes from a cinema camera or a simple phone upload, the clip workflow remains the same. Smart detection, auto edits, captions, and scheduling. One more crucial thing people often overlook is the analytics that actually help you learn and iterate. This system tracks how clips perform specifically against the predicted virality score you were initially given. You start to notice which hooks resonate, which clip lengths perform best for your specific niche, and which guests deliver the most reusable soundbites. Use that data to train your own content instincts and to inform your future shoots. This is how creators build a system that truly scales. Now for a quick practical example, you just finished an interview with a hilarious comedian. The AI finds 12 great clips, a short, sharp rant about airline food, a throwaway joke that just slaps, and a longer segment perfect for a 2-minute highlight reel. It auto-generates captions, suggests optimal posting times for maximum reach, and schedules the first 3 across your platforms on different days. Your editor quickly drops in a branded lower third for one clip, your social manager tweaks the hashtags on another, and boom, 3 high-quality posts are queued. By the end of the day, everything is scheduled, and you are already back to shooting the next episode while the system handles distribution. So yeah, is this system absolutely perfect? Of course not, nothing ever is. Sometimes the AI misses a very subtle beat or recommends a clip that just needs a little human polish. But compared to the old flow, dumping, hunting, editing, exporting, and scheduling, it is a monumental night and day improvement. If you are serious about turning long videos into consistent short content without wasting your life staring at timelines, it is absolutely worth trying out. You keep all the essential creative control, but you finally stop doing all the repetitive, tedious grunt work. That is the core idea behind this entire platform. It is not trying to replace your professional editor or the expensive studio workflows you might use for main features. It is specifically trying to make content creation sane for people who require both high volume and high quality. Less busy work means more actual creative time, and that equals more chances for your best moments to actually reach the right people. Alright, that is it for my complete walkthrough of the system. Give it a spin on your next long shoot and just see what amazing results happen. If you found this walkthrough helpful, please share it with a friend who still lives chained to their external hard drive. I will catch you all in the next one.